MiniWarGaming Dan here from MiniWarGaming.com, here to bring you another battle report. Here I am with Raph. How's it going, Raph?
How's it going? I'm feeling good, ready to fight.
Versus another Eldar game. We're gonna play on the same board as I did against Joe, just to make it exciting. Got a good rematch. Tied against Joe. Hoping to do a little better. I don't know, Raph I think is hoping to beat me though. So we'll just play, have a lot of fun. 1,500 points.
1,500 points, yeah.
Let's just roll for objectives or the mission
scenario. Yeah.
Make it all random. And well, let's go take a look at the armies. Wish us luck.
Cool.
And Raph's army has 10 Dire Avengers with Exarch, Dual Guns, Blade Storm, and Defend. As a Farseer with Fortune, Doom, Spirit Stones, another one of those squads of Dire Avengers, and they're all in Wave Serpents, of course, with stones and missile launchers. And we also got those Striking Scorpions, five fire dragons, and we also have a Falcon, and of course in the back a Night Spinner with Spirit Stones, which is gonna rain death and horror on the Orks. But the Orks, well, they have 15 Ludas. They have also a big mech with a custom force field, which is just necessary these days. You have to just bring them in a list if you have any trucks at all if you want them to survive. But got 4 full squads. We have a small squad of 6 bikes, hopefully do lots, and of course my wonderful Storm Boys. 2 looted wagons to just, you know, put those pie plates in. Again, I mentioned those Storm Boys, and so there's the horde of boys ready to charge in and kill those Eldar. Now, this is the board that we're playing on. Again, it should look very similar. We just played against Joe. Probably saw a week or 2 ago come online. We rolled, and it's capture and control, pitched battle. And so here are the Orks deploying. Raph won the roll off, and so he chose for me to go first. He wanted me to move up, and then he'd be able to have lots of firepower to just shoot at me, so I die out in the open. As Orks, I always love to go first, so I was totally okay with that. The only thing is that they can't see your deployment, so ideally, stealing the objective is that's what I love to do. But you know, we'll put it up. Now, I couldn't find a good firing line at all for my Luda, so I had to deploy them right in behind all my trucks, and then my trucks will run off to the side first turn, and they should be able to shoot. And my Storm Boys are mobile enough, you just put them in. I don't have to worry about too much cover, because there's only 1 in 6 chance he steals the initiative. That's what it's called. So I wasn't too worried. And so Raph, all he has is his 4 Wave Serpents and his Falcon. Or no, 3 Wave Serpents, the Falcon, and the Night Spinner. And so he's checking and rechecking that line of sight. But eventually he'll get deployed. No, it's actually really super important because of how fast the Orks can move. Where exactly do you want to be? And so he ends up putting the Night Spinner over in the corner. It doesn't leave him alone on the left. And then he has those Wave Serpents spread out. Luckily, first turn for the Orks, I do not touch that at all. And so they move over to the side, out of the way of the Ludas, and be able to drop their pie plates better. The bikes turbo boost way up the board, and hopefully they won't be shot up too bad. That's what, you know, I get the 3+ cover save, that's great. And the trucks are just hugging the terrain, just running up. They'll get a cover save regardless. They're just trying to keep out of the way of the Ludas and make them be able to see. Now, the Storm Boys, you know, they love to fall over, but they also love to fly. And so that's what they do. They fly over. I don't want to charge too far, because if they do choose to shoot the Storm Boys, again, they're really good late game, so I don't want them out in the open too much. And so I run them off, I keep them, lower the target priority a bit by keeping them behind cover. Boom gun hits, direct hit, and I managed to roll a penetrating hit. I think, or maybe it was a glance. Because of the stones, it's reduced down to just a weapon destroyed. I think I kill his cannon off of it. The second boom gun is able to miss. However, Ludas are great. I love Ludas. And although they can only glance, it's only strength 7 against a 12. They can glance vehicles to death. They can penetrate on 6s. But I only managed to hit it a bit, and so it's just takes off the, well, it can't shoot next turn. So I permanently disable one weapon and temporarily disable the rest of them. Back to the Eldar's turn. They are moving forward, and he tank shocks my bikes, which I thought was a really neat idea. And they failed their leadership, but in boss pull, he saved it. And they were able to stay there, because that would have been awful to make my bikes run off the first turn. And then he moves up towards the Orks, but mostly I think it's just he's moving to get at least a 6, or he moves. He moves just over 6 actually. Sorry, and so I'm gonna need 6s to hit him. And then once I'm out of my trucks, he's gonna be able to hit me really, really hard with the squads inside. Now he shoots his. Well, the Eldars have a lot of guns, with his shuriken catapults and his missile launchers into my bikes, and I failed my saves, and so 2 bikes gone just like that. They're gonna require a leadership test. The other missile launcher fortunately does miss, but lots of shuriken shots into it. He does manage to, I think, glance, but I made my cover save, so not too much damage. The Night Spinner shoots into the Storm Boys, of course, needs to slow them down. And he does hit them. I made one t-shirt save, but they're marked, they're webbed. And then he continues to fire. The shuriken catapults are out of range, but the missile launcher is, so he fires that direct hit, and he manages to kill another handful of my Orks. And so they have to roll for pinning, and they're, well, first, I used the boss pull, but I still failed, and so they're pinned, and I lost over half my Storm Boys. And so the Eldar did a lot of damage. Not a lot, but they did decent enough damage, but we're just kind of set up for turn 2. There's a lot is gonna die, I think, on both sides. Stay tuned, and click on turn 2.